Hey, 49ers faithful. The journey for our San Francisco 49ers continues to be nothing short of fascinating. And as we approach the final stretch of this regular season, the stakes could not be higher. The team is stepping into a crucial part of the schedule, with momentum on their side after a well-timed week off. That break came at a rather unusual point in the season, catching some by surprise, but it allowed the players to recharge and recover, giving the squad a much-needed boost in both health and energy. Coming off 3 consecutive victories before the break, the Niners now look to maintain that rhythm as they face a challenging sequence of games that could define the postseason outlook. First up, San Francisco will host the Tennessee Titans, a team that has struggled through much of the season, making this matchup one of the must-win games for the Niners. In a division as competitive as the NFC West, no victory can be taken for granted, and even a team considered weaker can become a stumbling block if approached without focus. Every game matters, and this contest will be critical to keeping pace with both the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, 2 teams that are poised to fight every inch of the way for divisional supremacy. The Titans' inconsistencies have provided openings for opponents this year, but complacency could be dangerous, so the Niners must execute with precision on both sides of the ball. Following the Titans, the Niners head to Indianapolis to face the Colts in a Monday Night Football showdown. The Colts entered the season with high hopes, and despite some roster challenges and injuries, they remain a team that can make life difficult for any opponent. Earlier in the week, there was significant anticipation about the duel, with key players like Daniel Jones expected to lead the offense. However, injuries have altered that storyline, and now veteran quarterback Philip Rivers may be called upon to take the reins. Rivers, who has not played since 2020 and has spent recent years coaching at the high school level, brings an unexpected twist to the game. Watching him navigate this high-pressure environment will be intriguing, especially given his experience and football IQ. For the Niners, preparing for an unconventional quarterback requires strategic adjustments, particularly in terms of defensive pressure and coverage assignments, ensuring that no part of the game is left to chance. After Indianapolis, San Francisco returns home to host the Chicago Bears on Sunday Night Football. This game carries significant weight in the NFC playoff picture, as both teams are jostling for higher seeding and positioning. Earlier in the season, the Bears held a commanding position at the top of the NFC standings, but recent losses have shifted the dynamics, opening doors for the Niners to capitalize. The Bears remain talented and well-coached, but momentum and home field advantage could play pivotal roles in determining the outcome. For San Francisco, it is essential to maintain discipline and composure, leveraging the depth of their roster while minimizing mistakes that could swing the game. Looking ahead to Week 18, the Niners will face the Seahawks in Seattle, a matchup loaded with history and intensity. The rivalry between these 2 franchises is one of the most fiercely contested in football, and every encounter carries an added layer of emotion. Earlier in the season, San Francisco emerged victorious in a tightly contested opener, thanks to last-minute heroics and defensive dominance. Nick Bosa's strip sack remains a highlight, demonstrating the impact of individual plays in shaping the outcome of a game. As the Seahawks continue to perform at a high level, this rematch promises to be a battle not only of skill, but of strategy and resilience. The stakes could be divisional pride, playoff positioning, or even home field advantage in the postseason, making this a critical showdown for both teams. The NFC playoff picture is equally compelling, with the Rams holding the number 1 seed and the Packers, Eagles, and Seahawks tightly bunched. The Niners find themselves navigating a crowded field. A win against the Titans would solidify their position and improve their chances of climbing higher in the seeding. Even a loss would not eliminate them, but it would increase the pressure in the final weeks. The potential paths to securing a top seed, maintaining momentum, and positioning for home field advantage involve a combination of wins, favorable outcomes in other games, and consistent execution. Every possession, every adjustment, and every play call carries weight in this context, and the coaching staff, led by Kyle Shanahan, is fully aware of the importance of preparation and adaptability. Speaking of coaching, One of the most compelling stories this season has been the resurgence of the Niners' defense under the guidance of Robert Saleh. After his departure from the Jets, Saleh returned to San Francisco and has revitalized a unit that previously lacked consistency and physicality. The defense has faced significant challenges, including the absence of stars like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner, yet Saleh's ability to innovate and adapt has kept the team competitive. Players such as Jair Brown, Demoter Leonard, and Ronaldo Green have stepped up, contributing to a defensive scheme that, while not leading the league in sacks or pressures, consistently limits scoring opportunities and adjusts effectively to opponent strategies. Saleh's creativity in play calling and adaptability to personnel changes have been crucial, turning potential vulnerabilities into strengths and demonstrating the impact of elite coaching at the highest level of football. The broader NFC West race also highlights the competitive balance in the league. The Rams, Seahawks, and Niners are all vying for top positioning, making every divisional matchup pivotal. San Francisco's upcoming games are not just about individual victories, but about establishing momentum, asserting dominance within the division, and maintaining a realistic path toward securing a top playoff seed. The combination of experienced leadership, disciplined play, and strategic innovation positions the Niners as a team capable of navigating these challenges successfully, but execution and focus will be key in determining the outcomes of these high-stakes games. Another element shaping the Niners' trajectory is player availability and depth. Injuries and roster adjustments have tested the team's resilience, yet the squad has repeatedly demonstrated an ability to adapt and overcome. Decisions regarding personnel, playtime, and strategic rotations are critical as the postseason approaches. Balancing the need for rest with the urgency of maintaining momentum is a delicate task that requires careful planning from the coaching staff. For fans, watching this dynamic unfold is both thrilling and nerve-wracking, as each week brings new challenges and opportunities for the team to prove its mettle. Looking ahead, the combination of strategic matchups, coaching ingenuity, player development, and historical rivalries sets the stage for an electrifying conclusion to the regular season. The Niners' path to the postseason involves not just winning games, but doing so convincingly, demonstrating resilience in the face of adversity, and capitalizing on opportunities when they arise. The journey through this final stretch promises memorable moments, intense battles, and a true test of the team's character and preparation. As we move deeper into this critical stretch of the season, the San Francisco 49ers' focus shifts not only to winning games, but also to managing the nuances of playoff positioning and matchups. Each game carries layers of strategy, from defensive adjustments to offensive schemes designed to exploit specific weaknesses. The Titans matchup is the starting point, but it's really the sequence of the Colts, Bears, and Seahawks that will define the Niners' path. For a team as well-coached as this, every detail matters, whether it is the alignment of the defensive front, the rotation of linebackers to keep players fresh, or the timing of offensive plays that maximize field position. Kyle Shanahan's offensive ingenuity continues to provide an edge, with creative schemes that challenge opposing defenses while allowing the team's star players to shine in high-leverage situations. Defensively, Robert Saleh's impact remains a major factor in the team's success. The way he has managed to adapt to the absence of key players demonstrates a keen understanding of modern football trends and a capacity to innovate within constraints. With top-tier athletes stepping into larger roles, the defense has maintained discipline and cohesion, showing resilience against a variety of offensive schemes. Players like Jair Brown and Keion White have risen to the occasion, showing not just talent, but the ability to execute within Saleh's framework. This depth and adaptability gives San Francisco a tangible advantage in games where injuries or unexpected circumstances could otherwise destabilize less prepared teams. The Colts game presents a particularly intriguing challenge. With Phillip Rivers potentially stepping onto the field, the Niners must prepare for a quarterback who brings decades of experience, even if he has been out of professional play for a few seasons. Defensive scheming will need to account for his ability to manage the pocket, make smart throws under pressure, and use veteran instincts to exploit defensive tendencies. At the same time, Rivers' age and limited recent play could create opportunities for San Francisco's pass rush to dominate if they can maintain discipline and control. The matchup is as much about strategic preparation as it is about raw athletic performance, making it a fascinating chess match for coaches and analysts alike. The Sunday Night Football matchup against the Chicago Bears carries enormous significance for seeding and momentum heading into the final weeks. The Bears, who have historically been a tough opponent in high-stakes scenarios, will test the Niners' composure and ability to execute under pressure. Maintaining ball security, controlling the clock, and winning key matchups in the trenches will be essential to avoid giving the Bears an advantage. In many ways, this game represents a litmus test for the Niners' readiness for the playoffs, challenging both offensive precision and defensive adaptability. The Seahawks game in Week 18 adds yet another layer of complexity. Rivalries like this are never just about records. They are about pride, history, and the emotions that come with long-standing competition. San Francisco's previous victory in Seattle, secured by last-second heroics and defensive dominance, sets the stage for a rematch loaded with narrative tension. Players on both sides will be motivated by personal and team pride, meaning every play could carry outsized importance. From Bosa's impact on the defensive line to the strategic play calling by Shanahan, every decision will be magnified, with potential implications for playoff seeding and home field advantage. When it comes to playoff scenarios, San Francisco still has a clear path to securing a top seed in the NFC. Winning out against the Titans, Colts, Bears, and Seahawks positions the team for home field advantage, a potentially decisive factor in postseason success. This path also requires some assistance in other games, including the Rams dropping points in key matchups and the Packers navigating a challenging remaining schedule. While the path is demanding, it remains realistic, reflecting the strength and depth of the roster, the quality of coaching, and the team's ability to perform under pressure. Player health and availability continue to play a significant role. The team has been tested with injuries and absences, yet San Francisco's depth allows it to absorb these challenges without significant drop-off. Decisions about rest, rotation, and matchups will be critical to ensure that key players remain fresh and effective for the most important games of the season. This careful management of the roster exemplifies elite-level coaching and organizational foresight, and it underscores why the Niners are considered one of the most disciplined and well-prepared teams in football. The offensive side of the ball also presents intriguing dynamics. Kyle Shanahan's system allows for flexibility and adaptability, whether through intricate route designs, creative play-action schemes, or adjustments to account for opposing defensive tendencies. Wide receivers like Ricky Paywall and Joan Jennings, when healthy, provide the team with explosive options that can change the complexion of a game in a single play. Even with uncertainty surrounding players like Brandon Ayuk, the overall talent and versatility of the receiving core allow the offense to sustain high-level production while creating matchup problems for defenses. This versatility is particularly valuable in late-season games and playoff scenarios where every matchup is analyzed in detail and exploited to gain an edge. As the Niners progress, the coaching staff's ability to make in-game adjustments will likely determine the difference in key contests. Saleh's defensive creativity, Shanahan's offensive ingenuity, and the seamless integration of player development create a framework that is difficult to counter. The team's ability to pivot in response to injuries, unexpected performances, or situational challenges underscores a level of preparation that separates contenders from pretenders. Each game is a test not only of talent, but of execution, strategy, and mental resilience. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The NFL world is buzzing with a potential game-changer as Patrick SURTAIN II reportedly joins the San Francisco 49ers. While official confirmations have sparked excitement, insiders suggest that his arrival could have an immediate impact on the 49ers secondary, a unit that has been under intense scrutiny this season. Known for his impeccable coverage skills, football IQ, and the kind of instincts that can shift the momentum of a game, Surtain's presence alone is enough to make opposing quarterbacks rethink their strategy. Speculation is swirling among analysts and fans alike. Will this move finally solidify a secondary that's been searching for consistency? The whispers around the league indicate that Surtain's ability to read plays and react in real time could transform the 49ers' defensive schemes, giving head coaches more flexibility in both man and zone coverages. There's even chatter that his leadership on the field could elevate younger defensive backs, fostering a unit that not only responds to big plays, but also anticipates them before they unfold. Rumors suggest that SURTAIN II signing isn't just a short-term fix. It could be a statement from the 49ers front office about their intentions to dominate defensively. With opponents reportedly already adjusting their game plans, the league seems to be taking notice. Social media is buzzing with clips of Surtain's highlight reels, fans debating whether his arrival could finally push the 49ers' defense into elite territory. The excitement is palpable, and insiders claim locker room energy is surging with the possibility of a new defensive cornerstone. While skeptics argue that one player alone can't solve all the defensive woes, the sheer talent and reputation of SURTAIN II make it hard not to speculate about a turning point. If the rumors are true, the 49ers may have just added a weapon capable of altering the landscape of their games almost immediately. Analysts are already projecting shifts in coverage schemes, daring passes that once seemed routine now potentially risky, and a renewed confidence among defensive teammates. As the buzz grows louder, one thing is clear. Wherever Patrick Surtain II steps onto the field, eyes will follow, and the NFL rumor mill is alive with anticipation. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.